feel proud. I feel proud of where football has come, and you can look back in many generations of women's football. There was people before me that didn't have the opportunities that I had. These girls now have got the opportunity to be professional footballers, and the one thing that I think all of us have looked at and said, they're getting that funding, but are they getting the treatment outside from the public? This World Cup, I think, has shown that now the public have bought into, these are footballers, they're being seen as athletes. Being able to show their talent on the world stage is amazing, and they're doing so well, and they're inspiring young kids, young girls and young boys to be able to say, you know, that you can do whatever you want to do. And we should also look back at our history and players that came before me, but they didn't have the opportunities that I had, and there were some fantastic footballers. People sort of say, we want to win the World Cup and we want to win it for you guys. It's like, why are you winning it for us? You know, just you go out there and play, enjoy every moment of doing it, and it will change everything. But I think they have a sense of the people that came before aren't getting the recognition. We want to make sure that everybody celebrates this with us, because it hasn't been just a this year process, it's gone a long way back. I grew up in Queen's Park in northwest London. Back then it was the kind of norm to go out in the street and play because it was safe to do that. There was like a couple of garages, we'd use them as the goal, probably annoy everybody with the sound of like a ball smashing up of it. It was all boys, but you know, I'd just be one of the lads joining in, going down the park, playing in the street. Once you play and you show that you can play, I don't think anyone really cared that I was a girl. It was just the fact that I was out there playing football, and kids are, you're winning, come and join my team because I'm winning, and that's the way it was. And a lot of people thought that I was a boy just because that's who I used to hang around with. My mum always says that, even from like when I was like 2, I'd be like running everywhere and like outrun my brother's friends. And I then joined a boys team. From there, I pretended to be a boy to play, and you weren't allowed to play as a girl. So I really wanted to join, and the manager, he knew I was a girl, and he said to me he didn't have a problem. So we pretended. We pretended. So the manager knew, my 2 friends knew that I was a girl, but everybody else thought I was Ray, the boy. Well, my friends went to the barbers and went and got their hair cut, and I just remember the barber he used to say sort of next customer and dust the chair down, and he looked at me, so I sat in the chair and got a haircut like my mate. The way I played football, it didn't take a lot to convince people, because people's perception was that boys play football. So it was more of a shock when people was like, oh, that's a girl, what? So it was quite easy to fool people into thinking what they already thought. You know, the hardest bit, I suppose, was when I wasn't allowed to play for the boys team anymore. But when I joined the girls team, obviously I had short hair, and I took quite a lot of abuse. Parents and people on the sidelines sort of questioning whether I was a girl, and actually physically asked me to take my shorts down to prove. And you know, as now being a parent myself, I can't imagine ever wanting to say that to a child like that. It's just not right. When I was at school, I didn't know that women played football. I thought I was the only girl in the world that liked football. I didn't have any role models. If you'd asked me to draw a picture or name a footballer, I would have told you a man, and I would have drawn you a boy. Really, to play for England, what a fantastic honour, but I didn't look at it like that. I just was like, yes, it's going to be an exciting game of football, but I'm going to meet up with my mates, and this was just fun, and I just wanted to be a part of it. Back in the day, there wasn't financial sort of gain from it. So I played the league with Arsenal, and then I was offered the opportunity to go to Canada and play in the American League. So I went and did that, and whilst I was over there, I got contacted by Fulham asking me would I want to come back to England and sign for Fulham and sign as a professional. The hardest phone call I've ever had to make was you know, ringing Vic Akers from Canada and telling him that I was going to leave Arsenal and go to Fulham. I knew that I had to do it. If I turned down that opportunity to be a pro, I may not have got it again. Playing for Fulham, being you know, classed as the first professional in this country, fantastic achievement to be able to do that. Winning the treble for Fulham was fantastic, and being able to do that. Going back to Arsenal, 2007, winning the quadruple, playing in what's called now the Champions League, but the UEFA Cup. That was a double-headed final against Swedish champions, which had Marta, the world's best player, playing for them. Everybody told us that we'd lost before we'd even turned up, and we went and won it 1-0 away. Alex scored, I want to say a screamer, but she just hit it and it went in, so I'm sure she'll kill me for saying that, but it was a good goal. You know, to be able to win 4 trophies, no other team in Britain, male or female, has ever done that. Man City tried it, but they didn't do it. So, you know, we're still the only team, you know, that's been able to do that. So I think we should look back at the history of women's football, because, you know, it's all of it has played its path to get to where it is today. Every England team that I played for, whatever tournament, we knew that when we went out there to represent, it was bigger than the game. Because anybody watching back home, we wanted to try and inspire them, we wanted to show them that we were good enough. But this same team that we see now in the World Cup, they have the same thought process. It's about the bigger picture of what you can do and what you can leave behind and what you can inspire, and you know, how you can make a big difference. And we want to make sure that everybody celebrates this with us, because it hasn't been just a this year process, it's gone a long way back. And I've worked with kids, girls that have been fantastic at football, but boys have said, oh, you can't play because you're a girl. Well, now this gives them the impact, and this gives them the opportunity of saying, well, go and watch the World Cup, because I can play, because I could be the next Lucy Bronze or Karen Carney or Steph Houghton. That's what the power of this World Cup has done for the young kids. It doesn't matter where you come from, the colour of your skin, the gender. You can go out there, and if you want to work hard enough at something, if you want to dream, if you want to enjoy yourself, you have a go. You know, have a go, because you never know where it might take you. Because I was just a kid that liked football. There was nothing special about me.